Hello everybody, it's Level 4 for the weekly update. I don't know what yard implement my neighbors are using today, but it's loud. It doesn't sound like a mower, it sounds like a hedge trimmer or something. I wasn't aware that they had hedges to trim, but you learn something new every day. So I apologize if there's an incessant buzzing in the back of the video. It's me, not you. So yeah. I don't have a whole long speech planned for today like I did last week. Just want to reiterate, just remember there are good people out there, and, there's a lot of good people out there. That's really all, that's all I'm trying to say. So yeah, this past week, in Final Fantasy VII, we got into side quest territory, woo! Getting into some good events in Trails in the Sky. I have a feeling this week might be the end of the chapter. We'll see. But yeah, so Final Fantasy VII this week is going to be side quest time. I'm trying to... I think that... I looked up some things talking about how to deal with Leviathan fight, and a vast majority of them told me that I am severely underleveled. So, yeah, I'm going to, as I'm doing everything, I'm going to find out if there's anywhere I can, level grind, because we're, level 25, and the things all suggest you be around 30. So, yeah. That would explain why I was also having trouble with boss fights and stuff, even though, I've been fighting all the enemies. But, it is what it is. I probably need to be a little, higher leveled anyway, because my strategy in battle is not, great. But, yeah. So that's going to be fun this week. As for other things, there should be Animal Crossing and Xenoblade streams this week. I don't think I have anything coming up to disrupt it. Next week we'll have to see, because a week from Thursday or a week from Wednesday or something, I have a PET scan. So we'll just see what the what my schedule is, and if I, because I like to try to go to sleep earlier, just to not be dead in the morning when I have to wake up super mega early for the PET scans. That's also assuming that the hospital actually wants me to come in, because, there's still a pandemic out there. So yeah, so I think that's next week. But this week should be good though. Yeah, so for events last Sunday, my younger brother, I was gonna say little brother, but he's not little anymore. My younger brother graduated from high school. So yay. Congrats. It was a good graduation, there was social distancing, it's a fun time. Other things that happened this past week, I got hot sauce. I got a giant platter of sushi. Min Min came out. She is very fun in Smash Bros. I tried her out a bunch. Played a whole load of Smash Bros. With my brother. Let's see. I'll get to art at the end, I think, because I have all the art from this past week in the Twitter moment that I put all my art in, so it'll just be easy to go to, and I won't have to keep going back and forth. Do we have anything interesting? I'm enjoying the Xenoblade streams a lot. It's just a fun game, and it's very chill, I'm gonna try for the Animal Crossing stream this week. I don't know. I have to think of ways to change it up a little bit. Every few weeks. I'm not sure what to do, because I don't have the patience to convert my island into a giant death trap like Holly did that one time. But I don't know. One day we'll see. Deleting deleting stream notifications because I'm not streaming. But yeah, it was a fun time this past week. Devolver is having its conference this coming Saturday, so I'm gonna miss it live, but I'm gonna be able to catch it afterward. So I'm excited. I'm looking forward to that. I found a thing. I went to a supermarket this past week for the first time since February, so that was cool. Yeah, I know the cases are spiking in other parts of the country, but right now New Jersey actually has it, I wouldn't say under control, but the cases way down. We'll see how it goes from here, but it was deemed safe enough for me to go out with a mask and gloves, so that was cool. It was very surreal walking around a place and just seeing everyone else in their masks. Although some people are stupid and they have the mask but it's pulled down to here so it's not on their nose, and it's like, what's the point? Are you gonna get a scuba diving helmet with a screen door? I don't get people sometimes. They're very silly. So, but we stayed away from those people. But yeah, so it was cool. And it was nice to just get out and shop. So yeah. Animal Crossing had the update with diving and stuff, and it's very fun. I mean, it's the same as New Leaf, with one exception. They took out the stupid jellyfish that would sting you and paralyze you every few seconds, and my god, why was that there in the first place? So yeah, I'm glad they did that. So yeah, you can swim, and it's fun times. It's fun times. Been a lot of good art with Animal Crossing. I love it. There's apparently new episodes of Clone High being created. If you don't know that show, look it up. It's on YouTube and stuff. It's a hilarious show. It's very strange, and it's old. I mean, not old, but it's from the 90s, I think, or early 2000s. I don't even know. I'm gonna look it up right now, live. Clone High is from. It's not giving a date. 90s. It aired in its entirety between 2002 and 2003. Okay. But yeah, it's hilarious. It's very funny, and I'm glad that they're making more. Let's see. Had some weird dreams this past week. I had one dream where I was just in my house, in my old house, not this one, the one before we moved here. This is 16 years ago now. We're just chilling out with Markiplier, and we were talking about puppies and stuff. It was great. I always have either really mundane dreams, or really just, I don't know, surreal dreams or stupid dreams. But I had a dream once that I was playing Final Fantasy X with Nintendo Capri Sun. This was 2012 or something. We were just playing and talking about it. It was great. And then another time with Emil, another time Lucajin gave me dating advice that I don't remember. Another time I was just kind of hanging out with Masei. There was a dream that I still remember and love where I had an isopod as a pet. You know, those giant isopods in Animal Crossing. So I had one, but it was a pet, and it was the cutest thing. But yeah, so no, dreams are weird. I sometimes wonder if dreams aren't just a manifestation of our subconscious or our brains indexing things, but it's those surreal dreams that are they could have happened but they didn't, are looks into alternate the universes in the multiverse of this is something that just happened with you or had happened with you. This is memories of another you from from another multiverse. Because you're like, well, this is like real life, but it's slightly off, or it's like, if X, Y, and Z had happened, all these multiverses with different possibilities. You can't discount the fact that maybe your minds are connecting for a short time. But that's just me. I know how crazy that sounds, but with all the other things going on around you, is it impossible? Is it impossible that our dreams are actually sometimes looks into how our other selves are doing in other places? I mean, I'd be perfectly okay with that. I don't begrudge the experiences that they're having with these people. I think it's cool. Let's see. Oh, right, and then another dream the next day where I was playing Pokemon Masters on my phone and they introduced a permadeath mechanic, and Roxy's Scolipede died, and I was like, what the heck am I supposed to do now? Because I don't have any good poison types. That was the dream. They made a Nuzlocke mode, essentially, but it wasn't, like, voluntary. They were like, okay, Pokemon can die now. And you didn't, like, even pay to bring them back. It was just, nope, they're dead. Let's see. Tetris Effect soundtrack is on Bandcamp, so I bought it because that game. And yeah, not really much else. It's 4th of July. I did art. One other thing, Lugajin, YouTuber person, friend, is having surgery, semi-major surgery this week on Wednesday, I think. So if y'all can just keep her in your thoughts, that it just goes well. She's going to be recovering for a while. It's really nice when I keep my art in moments so I can just easily access them. The first thing that I did this week. Let me just. It's all connected. See, now I have the Tetris Effect soundtrack in my head. There's no end in sight for you. So the first thing I did was Princess Monokuma. It's like a combination of Princess Mononoke and Danganronpa. You get it? So I redid her mask and the ears, essentially. I think it came out nicely. It looks better on Twitter, obviously. All of these look better on Twitter. Did pictures of Akane Owari and Bernadetta from Fire Emblem on the appropriate accounts. I did a commission for somebody that included a bunch of different characters. So I just really like how they came out. But I have Piranha Plant over here, which I really like how that came out. Sans Undertale. Jolteon. And Madeline from Celeste. I really like how she came out too. So yeah, those are all on the Doviroth Art Twitter if you want to check it out. And the last thing I did was Adriana Figueroa posted a picture from Animal Crossing with her character holding up an ocean sunfish, and the only thing you can see of Adriana is like the little bow on her head, so it looked like the ocean sunfish was wearing a bow. So I just made a cute little ocean sunfish picture for her. She thought it was hilarious. And yeah, that's all the art from this week. We're coming into a new month now. Patreon just finally charged or paid me. So yeah, welcome MajorMooch to the thank you for being a patron. Starting this month, you're getting your art. So yeah, also you'll be in the description with everybody else. So yay. Yeah, I look forward to July in terms of art. I think it's going to go well. And yeah, I know that things aren't looking great in terms of places spiking with corona, but there's a lot of crazy stuff going on in the world right now, but you know, we always just have to remember, it's not when other people are being bad, that's not the time. That's not the time for us to give up being good. And even if you can't be an earth-shattering, earth-changing type person, there's always some way that you can help somebody or be a good example. Because, by God, we need good examples in our lives. So, if that's the way that you can help people, then that's awesome. And yeah, we can change places slowly, but just by being good ourselves. I believe that. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Thank you for being good. Thank you for being you. And I'll see you next week. Goodbye, everybody. Bye-bye.